Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having an amazing week. As for me, I'm doing a review on my stem cell therapy. Currently, it's my third stem cell, my second one done by Dr. Hauser, and it's approximately 1 month after my third treatment. I do suffer from Ehlers-Danlos. They thought it was fibromyalgia. I do have dysautonomia, POTS, and mast cell activation disorder. So currently, I have been suffering a lot of pain. I would say I had carpal tunnel syndrome. I had pinched nerves in my neck. I had cervical instability. I had early degeneration of my spine. And I was having a lot of issues walking, standing, taking a bath on my own, using my arms, lifting them, cooking, anything that required movement, I was unable to do. But currently, it's a month after my third treatment, and I feel really well. I was feeling like a 8 or 9 every single day, but every treatment I got, I continue to be able to do more things. I would say it is so worth doing, although the cost is expensive, and flying to Florida to get these treatments are pretty tough on me because I'm not as mobile as I used to be. But I am regaining myself. It's amazing. I did my hair, I did my face. I am excited because I feel like I will be able to do more, and I've been able to not be as much bearable pain as I've been in, where I am like, by the end of the night, I'm just like falling out. I'm just like, oh, I can't take it. I don't want to live anymore. This is too much for me. I'm breaking down, going crazy and horrible pain, and then I resort to taking the meds, and then I knock out and start another day. But so far, since I've been doing this, I can move my neck. It is sore, but it's not as sore as it has been and was. But the pain that I'm having now, well, let me talk about the pain that I had before. Before, I couldn't keep my neck up at all. It was kind of more like a bobblehead. It was tight burning in my neck, in my back, between my shoulder blades, on my arms, all around my shoulder blades, all the way. I couldn't even lift my arms some days. It was just like I had to lay with my arms behind me on the bed and just have pillows to keep them propped up. I couldn't read a book, couldn't really use my cell phone. I was only able to like sit, lay down and watch TV, and that's it. That was my life. But now that I've had the stem cell, and it's, this third treatment, I'm going for my next treatment in December, and so I think that treatment will push me a little bit more over the top. So lately I have been cooking, which, if anybody suffers from EDS like me, cooking is like a very tough task for us because you can't really lift your arms. Well, I know I couldn't, and it was very difficult. It always felt like you have weights here and they're just stuck. And I did have a lot of popping down my spine and around my shoulders and in my neck, and my jaw used to become loose when I was sleeping. It would, pop out of place. I did have a mouth guard I was using, and I haven't had to use that, so that's wonderful. But also with EDS, you have a lot of popping in your neck and your shoulders. Every time you move, you're just hearing grinding, and your shoulders popping out of place and your ribs popping out of place. And lately, I've had a couple rib popping episodes, but my neck and my shoulders are only grinding a little bit. I hear a lot of grinding in here and here, and every now and then I hear small ones down the middle of my back, but at the top it grinds still a little bit, but not as intense as it used to be, because it used to be very loud and very often. I could not even sit up this long without having to take some kind of medicine to mask my pain so I could manage, just living daily tasks. But you know, right now sitting up is kind of difficult for me. I do have pain still right here in my neck. I have talked to the doctor. He says that it's probably my neck is more stable, as well as my shoulder blade issues. The issues that is preventing me from feeling that well is that I've had a lot of torn tissues and ligaments in my shoulder blades. And the first 2 treatments that I had of stem cell, I did not treat those areas because I thought it was just neck related. They said maybe it's just neck related. And that was probably why I was having my pain. But I said the next treatment, I need my arms. They're horribly in pain. I could not drive in a car because every time the movement of the vehicle was bouncing, I was just in agonizing pain. I would start crying and, you know, have to come home. And, you know, it was just like a big, horrible mess just leaving the house. It wasn't comfortable for the person driving me or, you know, myself, you know. I tried to make it, but it didn't really happen that way. But as of today, my stem cell is done me a really good thing. You know, I'm driving in the car. I'm actually not, you know, physically driving in my car, but I'm a passenger in the car, and I'm not even thinking about the bumps, which is like amazing for me because I feel like I'm tighter. And I cooked this week several times. Maybe little things, you know, I'm not saying like huge meals because living like this, you know, my family's had to get like to-go meals and easy menus and throw away paper plates because I can't wash dishes, and now I have a maid because it's hard for me to do the cleaning that I used to do. But I'm managing. I manage with, like I said, the maid, easy to-go foods, pre-ordered food, and then I even have them deliver my groceries so I don't go to the grocery store anymore. I kind of was trying to still do that, but it got too bad this year. But I am feeling a lot better, and with this stem cell, I am managing my life more, and I feel more like a person. You know, I've got dressed maybe like once a week when it was usually once every other month, maybe if I was on strong pain medicines. But I'm starting to not think about the pain as much as I was. I'm actually getting out of the house more and being able to not be having intense pain like I was. You know, towards the end of the night, I do start having, you know, my little tightness and my burning sensations and the heavy lifting in my arms. You know, sometimes the pain comes down my arm, maybe to the middle, and it used to go all the way to my fingertips, where my fingertips would feel like they're inflamed and like throbbing, like fluid was all inside of there. But now the tissues are regaining, I guess, strength because I'm feeling more tightness. You know, I do have pain here, and a little bit here, but as I go throughout the day, then it goes further and further, and that's when I know I need to stop doing whatever I'm doing and just lay down. But I am getting better from this stem cell, and although I've paid a lot and it's a lot for me to go through, and it's very, very painful to do stem cell, and it hurts really bad, and I'm in pain for like 2 weeks after straight, just like horrible intense pain, like I can't go on. But I am doing it because I have no other choice of what treatment I could try or how to get better. I'm also managing my stress better to help not put any pain on my body. I actually got this thing from online. Dr. Hauser told me about it. It's called a HRV. It's heart rate variability. It can tell if my sympathetic nervous system or my parasympathetic nervous system, where I am, if my body is handling stress well, or if I need to do some things to help manage my stress. It also tells you like if you eat certain things, if it is bothering your body and your body doesn't like it. It's really amazing. I'll do another video on this, but this thing, I check it every morning. The last 2 days it hasn't been very well. I've been more sympathetic nerve size because I don't know if you could tell, but I have been sick. I've had a fever for the last 2 days, but it's because my daughter had the flu and I took care of her. So now I have gotten part of the bug, I guess, but I'm fine. I'm managing well. I'm taking Dayquil and I have pain meds if I need them, but I'm just thankful I'm alive and I'm fighting to keep going with EDS. The only complication I also do have is that my ear has a lot of fluid, but I think it's from all this nasal stuff. Whatever, I guess the flu virus, I got some kind of infection because I've had a fever and this drainage in my ear, it's bothering me. But other than that, I'm still fine. I will still go on, I can still make it. Not living with EDS pain would be great. I just hope to repair my body so that I can do more and be a mother and be a wife and be a sister and a great daughter and, go back into the role of who I was before all of this. And that's what I always keep looking forward to. But I say anybody who's doing stem cell, it is expensive. So try to save up your money to do it because it is so worth it. I was having to wear a neck brace every day, all day. And I could not do nothing but lay in bed, and everybody was having their life and doing things without me. And I started losing who I was. I lost my hair. I lost my identity because I was just in so much pain. I couldn't think of anything else but pain, 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 or be on pills and be knocked out all day. And I'm not a person to like pain medication or pain patches, so I stopped taking a lot of that stuff. And a lot of the pain pills prevent your body from actually healing the proper way. So taking a lot of pain medication and Tylenol, well, Advil, all those things are really bad for your body. And me, I'm sensitive to lots of things, so I don't want anything to make my body inflamed because it seems to be always inflamed with anything from the environment because mast cell has done that to me. But I say today that if you're thinking of doing stem cell, I think you really should. And I didn't really notice. The first time I had the treatment, I was good for a month and it started to wear off. And then the second time I had a treatment, I had it I always went like one notch better. Like I was like a 12 or 13, and then I was like 11, then I was like a 10, then I was like an 8. Like every time I had a treatment, I went a notch better. And I think because my ligaments were tightening and I kept going because, with EDS, there's really not very many other options for you. I've done holistic healing. I've done hypnotherapy. I did EDMR, training your body and your eyes to see if maybe you have some traumatic thing going on. I've done all kinds of things. I really had a thing where I would only eat one day and not eat for the next 2 days because the inflammation from the food going into my body caused me to have pain just eating, because I have this mast cell thing. So I have like gastroparesis and stomach problems, and I can't really eat and I can't really drink things. And so it's like not one thing that affects you while you're living with these diseases. It's like 10. Like somebody who has diabetes, just like don't eat bad food, you'll be fine. But with EDS, it's not like that. It's like a whole mind and body. Like your brain gets inflamed, your eyes, I've had vision problems, and it's like stomach issues, and you can't eat this, and one day you can't eat this, and then the next day your stomach's not working, and then the next day you're feeling like you can't get out of bed and you don't know what caused it, and you have all these vitamin deficiencies and just a whole lot of things, and your blood pooling to your legs, like my legs turn purple and sometimes they go numb, and then I go outside and then I'm on fire and my hands are super hot but my body's cold, and then I can't even remember what I was thinking because I'm not having blood go to my brain correctly. And then it's just like It's just so much. It's really just freaking overwhelming having to live like that every single day. And then everybody around you, you know, they have their normal things, and when you get up, you like get off of the bed and everything turns black and yellow and you can't see, and you're holding on to the wall because you don't know if you're gonna faint again. It's like really scary. And for the day somebody can't pick up your kid from school, you're like struggling to get into the car and having to do it for your child, and then you're just worried, you know, like, oh my God, I just need someone to help me just suppress this. And I don't even really know how it all came out, you know. I've always struggled with some of these problems, but I guess they're just getting worse. But hopefully my tissues are at least connecting with this stem cell and I will be able to walk. That's like a wonderful thing. Using my neck, I wear this soft neck brace instead of the Vista collar because he said my Vista collar was keeping my neck up too high. So it was pinching all my nerves in my neck, so it was making me worse. So as I've gone back to this, I wear this every day, especially when I'm outside. Sometimes in the house I kind of leave it off, or when I lay down because it's uncomfortable, but if I leave or go somewhere, I always put this thing on. And all you guys out there is like, hey, what's wrong with you? Why do you have that neck brace on? Did you get in a car wreck? What happened? So many people ask me that. And sometimes I'm like, can you just mind your own business? Because I'm going through a lot here. I don't need you to remind me that I look crazy with this freaking neck brace on. And then I like, no, I'm sorry, I didn't get in a car wreck. I'm suffering from a genetic disease. And then they're like, oh. And I did say a couple times, you know, like I was an MMA fighter, stuff like that, you know, just throw people off. You know, might as well. And some people believe me that they wanted to take a picture. It was pretty funny, especially on the airplane. That guy was like, "You're an MMA fighter?" I was like, "Yeah, you know, you want my autograph?" He was like, "Yeah, am I gonna take a picture with you?" And then I was like, "No, I'm not. It's something else I'm dealing with." But he said, "I really thought you were." That would be awesome to be an MMA fighter, but with EDS, I don't know if that would be possible. But anyway, I appreciate you guys listening to me and kind of listening to my issues with EDS, and hopefully one day they find a treatment or something that can kind of help us. But I want you guys to know stem cell does work, and you should really try it. I'm moving my neck and my shoulders, they're sore, but I am managing it so well, and I'm getting better every day. I always just keep praying and keep saying that I will be myself, and this is my life, and this is what I had to do. So I hope it helps anybody out there. If you have done stem cell, let me know your thoughts, or maybe who you went to, because also it really depends who you go to and what kind of facility you went and who they were and how they did it, because there's very many different ways to do the stem cell on your body depending on what area you're affected, you know. But thanks for stopping by and listening to me ramble, and maybe my next video I will be MMA. No, I don't think I just do that. All right, thanks for stopping by. Until next time, I will do a new story.